Yes, honey.
As a leader, you have to be better than that.
Smacking the list. Another ghetto taster.
We don't all have the same point of view about everything necessarily, but we're respectful to each other, and that's all. I'm just being real. We all adults. Greetings and welcome to Uncorked N Conversation. Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
Clink, 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 clink,
Clink,
clink,
clink,
clink.
clink. Red Solo Cup.
You know you don't do that with wine, girl.
You do know that my name was on the calendar. The whole world celebrates
Oh my
me.
God.
Welcome, y'all. Greetings, all of our friends. It is the season 5 premiere of Uncorked N Conversation. Can I get some clinks on that one? Clinky clink, clinky clink.
What in
And
the
the crowd
world was
go-
that?
That was the crowd going wild.
Okay.
Yes, we are back, y'all, for season 5. I know y'all have been clutching your pearls, wondering when we were coming back. We were busy, but we are back now. We have a lot to catch up on. This episode is called hashtag in case you missed it, because just like Cat Williams predicted, since we've been away, everything that happened. Everybody done been exposed. Well, maybe not everybody, but somebody's.
Yeah, some more than
And-
others.
Oh
Quite
my
a few.
goodness. And we're going to talk you on through. We're going to try to break it down, flow out with a timeline to let y'all know everything that's been going on since we left. Before we do that, we know y'all have to pour your drinks. So we're going to allow you to do that while we remind you to follow us on all of our socials, and not just our socials. If you could remember, when you're listening to us either on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, please hit that follow or subscribe button. Go ahead and follow us, y'all. We want to add to our followers. We love giving you guys content, and we love the fact that you interact with us so much. So we just want to say thank you for that. Follow us, share with a friend, and if you would do us a solid, write us a review. Listen to a couple of episodes, write us a review. We are right now at 5 stars on our reviews, and the number of reviews are raising. So yes, we thank y'all for that, for loving on us. We love on y'all back.
Yes.
Yes. And on our socials, we're on Facebook in a group called Wind Down with Uncorked, and our Facebook page, Uncorked N Conversation, Threads and Instagram, Uncorked N Convo Pod. Be sure to follow us. We always follow back. Now, everybody got their drinks? Y'all got your drinks? Y'all ready? I see them hearts, Paulette. Hearts for Paulette. Clink, 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 clink. And red hearts for Minnie Mouse down there, Sarita. I love it.
Babs.
Babs.
Babs. You look like a Babs.
Oh,
She looks
Babs
like a
is
bad- hold on.
frozen.
Is she froze? I
She
caught a
froze
picture.
now, girl.
I caught the screenshot. Y'all gonna see that again.
Oh, Lord.
So what y'all drinking? What y'all got?
Okay, let me start.
Of course. Like you have to.
I am drinking the Shard. Yes, I am drinking the Shard. But this is special because Paulette, you should be familiar with this bottle. Bam. Can you see it? It's the Williamsburg Winery.
Ooh.
They sell it at the ABC store.
Yep, sure do. Sure do.
Wow, how about that?
Sure do.
So I got some local wine because Williamsburg is only 30 minutes from here.
Right.
And the Chardonnay is actually pretty darn good. It really is. It's one. I think it's going to be one of my favorites.
Oh, cool.
We need a road trip. I don't mean to Williamsburg, just to the ABC store.
Oh,
No, she didn't. She said to the ABCs, Lord help her.
Either or. I'm down for whatever.
Lord
it's only
help
30 minutes. We can go to Williamsburg Winery.
Exactly.
Too funny.
Too funny. What you got there, Paulette?
Well, I am drinking Moscato.
Ooh.
However, I
Oh,
know your
okay.
eyes are not at the top of your head. They're gonna freeze there. They're gonna freeze there.
Stella make Moscato. Why she mad? Is it Stella?
No, she'll be happy to know it's not Stella.
Okay, good. You get a step up, but go ahead.
I'm gonna, we're coming back right now, so I'm gonna try to be really nice. Okay, I'm gonna try to be nice.
Okay.
So this one is
don't let her get
from
you on your
Cooper. I don't
Stella.
know if you guys can see this. It's Cooper Hawk.
Ooh.
Cooper Hawk.
You can't see it.
Okay.
Bring it up.
Oh, the real
There
close.
it
Oh, there we go. There we go. I see.
Oh,
Yes.
Cooper's Hawk.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so you'll be happy because I'm up to 12.5 now.
Oh, you growing up.
That's not bad for Moscato.
That's not bad for Moscato. Yeah.
Yeah. And
They're
Cooper
sweet.
Hawk, they have all of their wines as their own, even the Chardonnay. Because I got two, and I can't remember which one I got you for Christmas that time. If it was, I think it was the nuttier one that they had, because they had two different kinds, and I was really skeptical on which one to get. But I got you one for Christmas, and it didn't last.
It didn't last at all.
No,
No.
no, not at all. But
open wrapper, open bottle. That's it.
it was, yeah, it was gone. It was, to say the least.
It was so good though.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And what
And
you got
I
there?
got chocolate in a bottle again too. I love that. That was good.
We
Yeah.
got to find that wine tasting. We need to put that up so our viewers can see how luscious and how good, and see our reaction. It comes from, what's the name of that reality TV series?
Huntsville, Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yeah, one of the
Yeah.
brands. So we can taste it. And yeah, we gotta pull that out the archive.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
on our TikTok?
I said I don't like him. And I don't care too much for her either. However,
But that wine is busting.
well, it's actually a champagne.
Oh,
Yeah.
champagne.
It's actually a champagne, but it's good, and I love the smell of chocolate. Period. So as soon as you open that bottle, there it is.
You do smell it. Yeah.
Yeah, I smell that chocolate. You taste it was very good.
It's literally chocolate in the bottle for real.
Yes.
Ooh,
Right.
love that.
Yeah.
All right, Minnie Mouse Babs, what you got?
Hey, ladies. You already know. You know how I do. Because I'm always going to support the wine company I have been working with for the past 2 years. And I love this wine. It's called the One Hope Wine from Napa Valley, California. So today I am drinking the Pinot Noir.
Oh.
Yum, yum, yum,
Pinot
yum.
Noir.
All right.
It's so good.
Good.
I love my Chardonnay, but my second best is Pinot Noir.
Okay.
And this one is happened to be a note of ripe raspberries, dark cherry, and a hint of cinnamon. So it's kind of tasty. I don't know. This is 2020 California, so this has been 3 years old. It's been sitting in this bottle right. No, 4 years now.
4, girl, almost 5.
Yes.
Age,
Oh, it's very, very, very.
All right.
Which wine is? I love it. I love it. So just sip it in,
swallow
little
that.
sip, and try not to overindulge everything. But this is great with steaks.
Did you have you poured in the glass yet?
I poured in. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me see it. Hold it up. I didn't say drink it. I said hold it up.
Hold it up to the camera. So we can
I gotta let it
see.
breathe.
Oh, wow.
Because most, when I see a Pinot Noir, it's like a blood red. So that's why I wanted to see how deep the color was. That's
Right.
Look,
You
yeah.
know,
Okay.
What do we
It's got some
think, her?
thickness to it.
Yeah.
Well, although Pinot Noir is my second favorite, yes, I said second. I feel y'all in on that. Yep. Y'all slipping. Y'all didn't know. Things have changed. Although Pinot Noir is my second favorite wine, I am having a white wine spritzer today. That's me, just very simple with prosecco. So, diet white wine.
I like
spritzer.
that.
Diet wine, the diet wine. Those who don't know want to save a few calories, you still want to drink white wine, drink prosecco. You will save about 40 calories. I'm basing that off of Chardonnay. So I don't know what you drink, but I know what I drink. But that's it.
I'm probably saving many more calories, being that I normally like to drink the reds. But because I do my walk each day, I'm trying to be even more diligent about my walk each day, even though I'm not diligent about remembering my watch. But and having to perform, I want to be able to keep the weight. I want to be able to maintain tone and maintain physicality because I'll be doing a lot. So I said, well, I'll do the prosecco this time. But yeah, so I made a change to my favorite wine over the summer.
Oh, do tell. Why?
Yeah, I know, right? So I do still like the reds. The reds are really good. They've got antioxidants, but I really like the flavor of Cab better than Pinot Noir.
They last year. I know. That's my second.
Oh, Cabernet Sauvignon. I've been cheating all summer long with Cabernet Sauvignon.
She said she's been cheating. Okay.
The whole summer.
Yeah.
That's my new thing.
Fall winter wine when I don't drink Chardonnay. So yeah, I love a Cab.
Such a good wine. So,
and I'm surprised you switched. Oh wow.
No. Well, it happened by accident. I was hanging out. Cab is what they had. So I started drinking Cab and I was like, oh my God. It was just so good. So that was it. Yeah, it doesn't take much. You know them Sagittarians, girl, they blow with the wind. But anyway.
And sometimes they blow the wind.
But anyway, go my goodness. So since y'all saw us last, so much has happened. We've established and identified Black jobs.
Have we?
So to speak. Bennifer has become a thing of the past again.
Thank goodness. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Who cares?
On the upswing, no pun intended, Simone Biles is the GOAT. And will remain the GOAT. Okay.
Yes, she is.
That's been solidified.
Hands down.
That has
I
been
like
solidified.
that solidified.
Yes.
Say it.
Yes.
Solidified. Yes. Yes.
So much so she even had that tour after the Olympics, the Gold Over America tour. GOAT. She said you can just abbreviate and make it GOAT. Yeah.
Exactly.
You better tell them something, girl.
That's right. Shut them down.
She shut them all the way down. Couple other timeline things. Justin Bieber had a baby boy. Do we care? I don't know. We'll talk about Justin Bieber a little bit later though, because he's gonna pop up in a story.
I didn't remember that.
And a baby.
Yeah, he had a baby boy. Well, he didn't have it. Haley did, but Okay. There was an avian bird flu that was an outbreak that happened among cats, or at least according to J.D. Vance, it happened. I don't know if it really did happen. We're going to talk about that a little later because I'm sure we're going to dig into a few politics. Here's a good one. That's just what he said. On another up note, John Lewis had a statue, the late John Lewis had a statue unveiled that replaces a Confederate monument. I was very happy to see that.
Good.
And on the scandal sheets, Liberace's lover from back in the day, obviously from back in the day, Scott Thorson, passed away at age 65. Now, I'm just saying, if he passed away at age 65 and Liberace wrote about him in his 1988 memoir, Liberace was robbing the cradle.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, close to it. I don't think the man was underage, but he was young.
It was just there had some big age difference between the two. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know how much, but yeah.
Speaking of Sagittarius, Cardi B finally kicked Offset out, and right when she was about to deliver her new baby boy.
I want to say that she has another baby.
She just had a baby, but she had kicked him out before that.
And she announced that she was pregnant when she announced that she was actually filing for divorce this time.
Yeah. them savages, because they don't know how to act. His birthday December 14th too. I don't even know. So and adult. I don't know what you mean. I'm single. I'm happily.
But
single.
you have a past, woman. Like everybody else, you have a past.
Happily single.
I was about to say I'm single and happy. That too.
Amen. Say that again.
I'm single and happy.
Ow.
Because why? Because you got a peace of mind.
Exactly.
And let me tell you, these young people don't know what that is. They have no idea.
Know. You keep hearing the guy. It's a lot of guys. It's some girls who have this whole thing. You know, women as y'all age, you're less desirable. Don't care. I'm okay. I want to be invisible. Sadly, I don't want to say sadly. I mean, I guess it's a good thing. I'm not, because you still get the cat calls and all that. I mean, everything from everywhere. I don't feel. Yeah, I don't feel invisible.
Stop. Be back.
You know, and I don't care what the
all.
cat calls are for. I mean, hey, if the point is you can still get them at our age, that's all that matters. So what? Yeah, I'm not gonna act on it, but hey, you better go ahead. Come on, young boy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Come on,
Little youngin' the other day, he gonna tell me, he gonna say, "You sure you older than me?" I said, "Boy," I said, "Well, how old are you?" 35. He said that with his chest too. I was like, "I'm proud to be your mama."
So cute, boo boo.
Look at you.
I know. I get this one guy say, "Shoot, I'm getting old, man. I'm getting so old." I'm like, "Boy, you probably ain't even cracking 40." I'm close to it. I'm 37. I'm like, "Oh, little baby." Yes, you is. Little baby.
Oh, ching ching.
But that belief out there is just not. They feel like women get to a certain age and they think we're spinsters, right? Remember that word from back in the day? They think we're lonely old ladies with cats.
Yes.
No, we're not. I'm so not lonely. Oh my God.
And did they ever watch Golden Girls? Did they ever watch Golden Girls? They were getting busy.
They sure were.
They were getting busy. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm lonely.
Oh,
no, you're not, girl. Hush. And she the youngest. She the baby of the
bunch. She always talking about she lonely.
One out of 4. 1 out of 4.
1 out of 4. Yeah, 1 in 4.
1 in 4.
40 are spinsters.
She better get herself some plastic and find one of them movies online.
The other 3 are dropping it like it's hot.
Is that why you're going on a singles cruise in December?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Oh, the black and singles.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, black and
boo,
singles.
I'm gonna find me a cruise, boo.
Not a
girl,
don't
you bring nothing back here you ain't leave with.
Exactly.
Who stays on the cruise?
That rascal.
I hope so.
You watch out for them pineapples, baby. Them upside down pineapples and flamingos. You watch out for those, honey.
Let me find a pineapple.
Yeah.
Let me find a pineapple.
What is them upside down flamingos?
You swinging.
Woo.
It's swinging.
Oh, swinging. Are those the swingers?
Yeah.
But they single. So that's not calling swingers.
When you with multiple people, dear.
Pineapples.
Oh, so that's an orgy.
You call it what you want.
That's what it's called?
When they have those different symbols.
Why would you do that? That's nasty.
Pineapples.
She's saying, watch out for that. She said, don't pop into none of them parties and end up in a freak off. I'm just saying.
Okay, you jumping. You are jumping.
Oh, so that's the Diddy freak offs.
No,
that's exactly why I said it. We ain't there yet.
We ain't there yet.
But it's not the Diddy freak off. He locked up.
Not. No. Historically,
the Diddy freak off is baby oil and lube.
And lube? Oh, yeah. They did say baby oil and lube. They did say.
Yeah, the baby. Oh, okay.
We
can hear
I go into the room, and if it's 5 girls and 3 guys, what that
okay? How about this? If you see an upside down flamingo, don't go in the room.
Yeah. Okay, I keep that in mind.
Or upside down pineapple.
Or upside down
no pineapples and no flamingos.
No fruit.
Or baby
no
oil
upside
sitting
down
outside
fruit.
the door.
Okay, nothing upside down.
If it's
Nothing upside down.
I just want to live for a Lido that bay to watch movies.
Okay, but make sure he doesn't have pink flamingos on his chair. They got little clips too, chair. Clips.
And 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Okay.
I don't think men will come with flamingos or pineapples.
Okay. We want to let you find out for yourself. I just warned you. Okay.
But anyway, it's called Black and Single Cruising Carnival. And a part of the group, and this group has about 35,000 people.
Woo.
35,000 people in this group, but not everybody is on this date, this particular ship. Everybody is doing all this other things. But the group decided to pick a day and say, hey, we're going to do a 3-day. If anybody want to jump on board, let's do the 3-day. We meet in Miami and we'll see you on the ship. And that's just basically it. So you book yourself. You don't have to worry about being with the TA, which I know I am. I put myself, but anybody else book themselves or whatever case may be, you know, we can contact you. Anyway, so it's December 6th through the 9th. So I'm going to have me some fun. It's not about meeting the guy. It's actually just get out and have a sun, you know, for some sun. Because I'm so interested.
You get sun here in Virginia Beach.
I'm so interested in the all-white parties. I'm so interested in the Jersey party, the Spade party, and
the all-white parties for the cruise, not the Diddy. Okay, you have to scare, girl.
Party.
You know what? You got Diddy brain.
Listen, it's been everywhere. She said all white. All that stuff, a bunch of that stuff started with all white parties, but we're not there yet. Okay, so what else happened? Oh, do y'all watch Dancing with the Stars?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm not watching it because of that chick being on there.
Anna Delvey. Anna Delvey.
I watched it.
Huh?
Anna Delvey, the scam artist.
Phaedra?
No, Phaedra.
Oh yeah. I'm weak. Y'all so funny. So Anna Delvey is or was also on there. Do y'all know who she is?
Who? No.
Biggest scam artist in the world. If you have not watched it yet, watch Inventing Anna on Netflix. It's a couple years old. She went to jail for all her scams. That was a scamming heifer.
Wait,
that was.
And she on Dancing with the Stars.
Yes, ma'am. With an ankle. She's on house arrest, so she's got the thing on.
She had an ankle bracelet on her ankle.
Correct.
How low? Okay, wait a minute. How low?
Take it down low.
How
low can you go? Can you get down low?
We got
She got a little bad.
We got
so her ankle bracelets won't be beeping.
Well, they'll give her permission and they can broaden the range, but she probably lives in California. So yeah.
So we dancing with the convicts now.
She's done her time. She's done her time.
Ex-convict then.
Right.
Well, I don't know what. Wait a minute. You need to stop it, April. Why can't they dance with the stars? They can be president or run for president.
And not even ex-cons.
Ain't even served no time yet. Convicted.
You right.
Ex-convicts are coming out, boy.
My brother. She served her time. And this bastard ain't even served no time.
Ex-convicts are coming out.
2-time fella. I said,
take your job.
34. Get it right.
But we ain't there yet either. Okay, so
all right.
This is a little bit. I'm gonna switch a little bit into a little bit of a sad story because this did also come out. Let me see. I can't see when it came out. I think it was the end of August, though, beginning of September. Don't know if y'all saw that a federal judge dismissed the felony charges against the Louisville police officers who were accused of falsifying the warrant that led to the fatal police raid on Breonna Taylor's apartment. They determined that it was her boyfriend who caused her to be killed.
Yeah.
Very sad. Yeah, very sad. And I got that story from essence.com. It's for that reason, and we don't have to spend a lot of time on this, but it's for that reason that I will never stop saying her name because justice hasn't been gained for her, and it's a shame.
No, and they've done everything to cover it up.
Yeah,
and the root cause of it was a mistake on the report, right? On the search warrant, right? That was the original cause. That the succession became after that. So how are you going to start in the middle of it and say this was the cause that the boyfriend did it? No, it preceded that with the original mistake. Yeah, I was upset.
Yeah, and I think it was something in there I read, something about they're saying that, unless I'm getting this crisscrossed with something else, about him going for a weapon, or they thought he was going for a weapon or something. And that's why they started. Okay.
And that's why they started shooting. Yeah. Right. And I'm just like, y'all weren't even supposed to be there. Like, you know.
Be there. And then he defended his own home because he doesn't know what's on the other side of that door either. So if you don't know what's on this side of the door and you shooting, and you don't know what's on this side of the door, you shooting, then you need to go. So that counts it out. So that means that you need to go to the original cause of the whole thing. Where that judge at?
And you know, this might be something we can talk about in the future. Maybe we can have some law enforcement people on, because I am not crazy about the idea of a no-knock warrant at all. I just feel like nothing good can come out of a no-knock warrant. I don't know, and maybe I'm naive, but
no, I agree with you. But no knock, so that means you just come in my house because you got a warrant for that address. No,
right?
No, because innocent people, kids, you know, innocent people like Brianna. Kids could get hurt. You know, it's bad enough that somebody could stand in your house and you want to say that you thought they were throwing hot water on you and you should have did.
Sonia,
you know what I'm saying? And they was she called. You know what I'm saying? So then you want to talk about no knock. So you just come right in my house because you have a warrant for my no.
Yeah, I got a problem with that.
And that's not. Yeah, it's dangerous. Yeah. Anybody can just come into your house and bum rush you. The very first instant you're gonna do, if you have a weapon, you're gonna go to your weapon because you don't know who's on the other side of trying to come in to, you know, kill you. And when you reach out for the weapon, he's reaching out for the weapon to kill.
Right.
Shoot.
Right. How do you supposed to know that, number one, a police officer, and how do you know that they have a search warrant? It's not like, here's a search warrant, then gun, shoot.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why I don't like the idea. I'm like, hold on.
And they don't, and the protocol is they don't acknowledge themselves. They were supposed to say, hey, police, you know, they did not do that.
Right. And I don't know if that's the protocol when you have a no-knock warrant or not. I would imagine it is. But the whole idea of a no-knock, meaning it could just come in.
No. And then if they're going to keep something like that, then they need to have somebody really casing that place, watching the ins and outs to see if there's any kids or innocent people that can be hurt. You know, and it's got to be a really, really, really dangerous person, in my opinion, to have a no-knock. I mean, somebody that you know is on the edge. They already done killed somebody earlier that day. You know, they're on the rampage to do something else. And you got somebody watching them. You know, somebody that's not in uniform, watching their moves, what they do, who goes in that house. It's got to be a lot to it. I know I was watching one on TikTok, and I don't know if this was no knock or what they were doing. And this was in DC. I don't know if you guys remember seeing this. And I don't know if it was SWAT, police, whatever. They're about to go up to this house and they were about to bum rush into it. The whole house blew up. So then that's even dangerous for the police.
Yeah. Wow.
The whole house blew up. I don't know if there was something. Obviously, it was something in the house. I don't know if it was a bomb or if it was some house for something made for something to do something else in there. Because, you know, those chemicals for different drugs are very dangerous when they're together. They're unstable and all that. But these people, this person was videoing it from their window, and you could see them going up to the house like they were about to go into it, and the entire house. I mean, and when it blew up, you saw wood that looked like sticks all up. It blew up.
That's just careless.
So that's dangerous for y'all.
Exactly.
Careless.
So I don't know what needs to transpire, but I don't understand why, unless this person, like you say, is so dangerous that you would need to have a no-knock situation. But whoever that is, going to come outside at some point. Why? Like you said, why not put surveillance on this person? You know, he got in there, he gonna come out. Or how about this? You tell everybody to come out of the house.
Mhm.
Everybody. And if everybody's not in the house, I mean, not coming out of the house within, let's say, 2 minutes, we're going in and we're not knocking. That's what a no knock should be.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I definitely want to dig into that because that is, and I'm sure, and I've not looked at any stats, but I'm sure it's disproportionately not in Black and brown people's favor. I am sure of that.
It's just a drug offense. I mean, I understand about, drug enforcement and things like that, but something like that for somebody who's selling drugs, that type of warrant is not sufficient for me.
Exactly.
Okay? That drug dealer's gonna go out there in the street again and sell drugs. You can catch him out on the street.
Exactly. And
I think that
if you know they home, you know
that's how the movies is, how you have raided a house full of guys or women that's doing a drug meth lab or cocaine lab place or whatever they have to store their drugs in, whatever, and they full with weapons and money, whatever. I mean, that's just like when we watching movies. I get that when you want to raid, there's a house raid or whatever. I get
but even a raid
no-knock
isn't
raid.
a no-knock. But even a raid is not a no-knock.
Right.
They announce themselves and
That's
they
a
show the
raid.
warrant. That's a raid.
Right. That's a raid. But you got a warrant looking for somebody. It's not a drug house.
Yeah.
It's not a lab.
And like you said, they're gonna come out.
It could be a elderly lady home or a girlfriend home with your wife's girlfriend, and it was a different address. You followed the dude from the address where you had it at, and you go over to another address looking for this dude. You don't have a warrant to this address. You have a warrant to another address. So they messed up everything on this warrant. That's falsifying records right there.
Yeah,
it is. But they dropped the charge. They determined that they weren't. Yeah.
So I mean, of course,
they determined there was no conspiracy.
They need to be fired with that. They need to be fired for falsifying records, and everything's supposed to be within the law. You're supposed to be within the protocol. Your job is to serve and protect. Not out and hunt people down like you some slave master catchers or whatever. And you just want to go ahead and shoot people down just because the light of your gun to see how it shoots.
Which is what the police force was first started because the very first police officers were slave catchers. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And unfortunately,
and they were catching and it didn't even matter if they were slaves or not, free or not, they will catch you.
Yep.
Whatever, your head of your money that they can get for you, that's what they will do. And same mentality that they have today. Not all policemen, not saying all policemen, all police force are like this, but there's a lot that does that.
And then you have situations like this where there's no justice for Breonna Taylor, who was an innocent party. And that's unfortunate. That is not something that that we can stay quiet about. So we will continue to support the right things to happen, and we'll talk about how we're going to revisit this on an episode. The whole thing, Sonia Massey, just all of this. We're going to find a way to give back, to figure out how we can help our community to stop experiencing these kinds of things. We'll figure that out.
Right.
A couple of other things that have happened. And one of the reasons why we have to, really focus on these kinds of things is because our vote is what helps to change things. And no, it may not change things overnight, but voting is what does that. And I know we're going to get into that. Before we jump in real quick, there are two other things that were kind of big stories that kind of got swept under the rug during the time we've been gone. I don't know if y'all heard about the NASA astronauts, Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore, who are currently stranded in space. Y'all hear about them?
No. Oh no.
Are they black?
No, they're white.
Oh.
I'm weak. Are they black? You think somebody had a no not
one into space? That sounds purposeful. That's why
they sending us to space.
So they're stranded. How many more days do they have before
they won't be back till February? and they've been stranded since June 5th. Suni Williams, I think that's the girl, was the mission's pilot, and she and Wilmore were scheduled to spend just over a week aboard the International Space Station when they launched into the cosmos on June 5th. Their extended stay in space was caused by technical issues with their ship, the Boeing Starliner, during what was initially supposed to be a final test flight before the Starliner would be certified by NASA for regular use in missions. So that's the long and short of what happened. They're fine, though. They're okay. They've got
Will they
provisions.
be fine until then, though?
They will, yeah.
Okay.
It was interesting because people were putting up on social media, so nobody gonna say nothing about the astronauts who were stuck in space. I was like, what are they talking about?
A big deal.
That's right.
Yeah.
But it turns out when they were interviewed, I don't know how they did it. Obviously, some kind of way they did it with satellites. But I think it was Suni Williams who said, this is just part of the job. And it is a risk, right?
Yeah.
Because, you set out for a mission to do certain things. There is always a risk that you're either going to be stranded there or that you die out there.
You may not make it. Yeah.
So thankfully they are fine. They're going to be fine. They've got provisions, and I'm sure that provisions can be gotten to them. I'm not sure how. I don't know if I'm just speaking, I'm just saying there's got to be a way, but apparently they're okay, and we'll be fine until February, because there's a whole plan of action to bring them back in February.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
I know. Could you imagine?
No,
But-
I couldn't in that small space. I can't watch Netflix.
Can't go
Right.
on
Amazon Prime.
Can't go
Girl.
You can't do TikTok.
Can't do
Right.
TikTok. Oh my God.
I wonder if they can make their own video. I guess they can. I don't know.
Yeah. How many videos can they make?
Yeah, they can. Right. Crazy, huh?
But they don't really have a lot of subjects. I mean, I would be bored out of my mind.
I mean, you can make, I think they can do, there's certain times of the day or night when you can float. Like, it doesn't always happen, but there are times when you can float around the spaceship. I guess that would also get boring after a while.
From June to
floating.
February.
Right, I'm floating again.
June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. What? 9 months in. Do you know how long it's going? And then when they get back, it's not like they can get off the ship and go, oh yeah, I can go to Burger King. No, you can't do that. They gotta go through a whole lot of stuff to get their body back. A whole bunch of tests and all that before they're even released to go home. So you could still be talking about another couple of months for that. So then a whole doggone year. And basically being away from family, friends, and all of that stuff. But at least they'll have Netflix when they get back. But
and there'll probably be a movie out there about them.
It should be for that. For not, man.
But they're gonna be like, no, that's a lie. No, that's a lie.
Speaking of something new, did y'all hear my boy Eminem and LL's new song?
No.
No.
Oh, I am hating on y'all. I can't believe y'all
Eminem and LL?
Actually, it's LL. It's LL's song with Eminem. Yes.
Well, let me stop.
Okay.
I heard a snippet. I think that was from a video you sent. Didn't you send it?
I sent you the whole thing.
Okay. I didn't hear the whole.
That long. It's only about 3 minutes. You listen to a snippet of it.
Okay, yeah. And I was like, okay, good beat. I like this. I'm gonna come back and listen to the rest.
Is it a diss song?
And then I didn't come back and listen to the rest.
What you said?
Is it a diss record?
Oh,
No.
I thought she said something else.
I thought
Okay,
she did
no.
too. I was
No,
like,
it's not. It's not. It's just LL doing his thing.
It's about time he made a song. It's been 20 years.
Yes, and Eminem too. And Eminem, is featured on it. But yes, and it's
It's nice.
From what I heard,
girl, it's got the beat, girl.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna listen. Take a listen.
That's good. I didn't know Eminem was your man.
No.
I like Eminem. Yeah. Especially when he first started out, all those funny ones he was doing. I love
Slim Shady.
Yes, that was I loved it. Yeah, I like Eminem.
You
Yeah,
talk about
LL first.
Ray.
LL first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So y'all, all of what has happened, I do want to make sure that we say rest in peace to several people that we lost during the time we were out. I know I'm not going to capture everybody.
Yeah.
Fat Man Scoop, who died at 53 after collapsing on stage. Rest in peace, homie, man. Very influential rapper and producer from the 90s. He died back in August. Rich Homie Quan, sadly, who is a current rapper, 34 years old, I believe. Sadly, it is believed that he died from an overdose. James Earl Jones, who died at 93 years old. Yes, iconic James Earl Jones. Frankie Beverly of Frankie Beverly and Maze. The beloved Frankie Beverly. And what's special about that too, I didn't have a chance to experience it. I don't have a traditional job, but a lot of places of business did the all white. At least Black people did. I don't know that everybody did, but did all white at work for that Friday for
really?
Frankie Beverly. It was really neat. Yeah, I saw some of the pictures. I was like, that's really cool. That's really cool.
They were getting down in New Orleans, girl. They had the streets crowded in all white.
Wow. I bet it was beautiful.
Okay.
And then sadly, Tito Jackson, older brother of Michael Jackson, has also passed away.
That was a surprise.
He was only 70, which is not old. He probably had to go before all of the backlash with Janet. Poor Janet. Everybody mad at Janet. I know we're going to get into election stuff at some point.
Dang, that's my girl too. Jesus.
I do want to. Well, okay.
Let's just talk about it a little bit. 5 minutes, go.
Yeah, what I would say to everyone out there is that we walk around with a world of information in our hands every single day. We're looking at it. And instead of coming up with these elaborate, dumb stories or just off the whim saying things, do your research. Look it up. Look it up. I mean, go back to just one thing earlier. You know, people, I'm going to say it, Republicans want to always say, well, why hasn't Kamala Harris done more in the last 4 years? Because she's the vice president. Do you actually know her job? You can look it up. Look on your phone that you walk around with every day. The World Wide Web that we've had so long. Remember the internet? It's not her job. That's what she's trying to get to the point so she can do something. So do
unite
research.
Us, not divide us. Okay.
Right.
You're absolutely right. They always trying to say, what has she done? And I'm like, last time I love Biden was the president.
Right. She only has 2 positions. She only has 2 things that she actually do until he gives her something else to do.
Right.
And he's put her on different things to do, but she has 2 main things to her job. Look them up.
She can't make the policy. She can't do executive orders.
No.
None of those. The only thing she can do is if Congress have a tie, she breaks the tie. She is the deciding factor on that. That's her job.
And something happened to the president, then she becomes president.
That's it.
And she can't make the president do anything. He's the president for a purpose.
Yes.
So that's what I'm just saying. The ignorance, instead of just making up stuff before you post this dumb crap, do your research first. Before you say stupid things.
They remember how the 3 branches of government work.
Girl,
they don't. They should go back and watch Schoolhouse Rock, because Schoolhouse Rock explains it beautifully.
No, I don't even want Schoolhouse Rock anymore. You better give me doggone Jasmine. That's who I want.
Oh,
Let
Jasmine,
Let her tell him. Let Jasmine tell him. Jasmine get them right. I love her. I love her.
I love her. I love her.
Yeah, you got people out that, like you said, you've got all the information in your hand. You got your phone. You got all the information in your hand. Instead of being willfully ignorant about whatever the topic is, instead of being willfully ignorant, look it up and don't just look up. Just like I mentioned, what outlets I get something from. Just like you mentioned, what outlets. Get something from a reputable outlet, an actual news outlet. And if it's not from a news outlet like that CEO story, I'm going to say where it's from. And this is a blog and they're saying this and they're not saying that. Just reporting what they're saying versus, well, this is, like you said, just being willfully ignorant. And it's one thing to share an opinion. If you share an opinion, that's your belief. No one can argue with you about your opinion. Even if you got the facts wrong, you can have the facts wrong in sharing your opinion, because
like Janet Jackson.
But what you're saying is, right, if you're sharing an opinion, You're saying, I don't believe these facts, okay?
That's what she said.
And this is what I believe.
That's what she said.
But I would urge people, just like Paulette said, to make a better educated declaration, if you will, and just it takes 2 seconds to look something up. Just like you posted whatever, you could have looked it up. It's very,
and that includes Janet Jackson. I know you got a phone.
But I will say,
you my girl. You know you my girl.
I love you.
10 toes down. Okay, 9 toes down right now. But pick up your phone, girl.
She did say, I heard.
Right.
Well, and I feel like she was being obtuse on purpose. Number one, okay. I don't think that she votes Democrat. I don't know, but think of how much money she got. She probably don't. Right? Democrat probably don't do nothing for her. And the other problem, you remember back when Michael was on trial, wasn't she part of the prosecution team?
She was.
That's what I read.
I don't remember.
I got to go back and look at that.
Yeah, that's what I read.
I have to go back to the internet and search. Let's do some checking.
Yeah. And so I think that's I think Janet's carrying a grudge, and I get it. That's her brother. I get it. So.
But here's my thing to y'all Republicans. Y'all just need to take this as an L. Just go on, take this as an L. And what I mean is, y'all know y'all got this idiot running for the presidency, and what he's trying to do, he is not going to benefit you guys at all. He done fired everybody the first term. Everybody who he hired to help him get elected, he fired. Guess what's going to happen this time? Okay, all right. So just take the as an L. Let's do the next 4 years as a Democrat. Then you got 4 years to re-strategize. Get somebody else who is worthy component. Okay.
April N. Brown paid for this message.
I think that was just ignorance right there. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So Janet Jackson faced backlash after questioning Vice President Kamala Harris's racial identity, suggesting potential chaos in the upcoming U.S. presidential election. In an interview with The Guardian, published September 21st, journalist Nosheen Iqbal inquired about the pop star's views on America's perspective, first Black female president in Harris. And Jackson said, well, you know what they supposedly said? She's not Black. That's what I heard, that she's Indian. Even after Iqbal clarified Harris's Black and Indian heritage, Jackson persisted, stating, her father's white. That's what I was told. I mean, I haven't watched the news in a few days. I was told that they discovered her father was white. So that was what Janet Jackson said. So she said whatever she said. She doubled down on it. And then a report was released that was supposedly an apology from Jackson's camp that was not released from Well, it was released from Jackson's camp, but not with Jackson's approval.
Right.
So that person ended up getting fired for trying to
They're doing the right thing.
They were trying to clean it up for her.
They were trying to clean it up for her. Now, doing the right thing. I'm not saying that Janet should have said what she said. I can't speak on that. But she said what she said. Now, I would not have said that. And it was incorrect, obviously. We know that Kamala's heritage is East Indian as well as Jamaican, if I'm not mistaken. And we also, and we're getting to this in a second, also, it honestly doesn't matter, but I'm just going to leave that there. It's not even an issue.
The only thing that matters is that she was an American. She was born in California.
Right.
She's an American. So what does it matter?
And she qualifies to run for president. None of that matters. Now, I don't know, people getting all into the trenches of she's going to be the first Black woman president, and then people going, yeah, but she's not Black. That is not a useful dialogue to have. No, that is not, like, just let it bruh, let it go.
I don't understand. What do you mean she's not Black? If her father is Black, now are you saying she's not
African
American who was brought to America in chains?
Well, neither were we.
Yeah.
I mean, generationally, you know, that's the only thing that separates us. But they're Black. Our fathers are Black. They came from Africa. And guess what? Jamaicans came from Africa too. You all come from the same point. So I don't understand what the division is. It's stupid.
It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah.
And the fact that you said that the reporter corrected her and said he's Jamaican, she didn't budge with that. She didn't budge with that. I don't understand why she was like, oh, my bad. I didn't know that he was Black. She kept saying that he was white. So if that's what you heard, but it's a reporter who report things.
It'd be like, oh, okay, well,
And
thank you
getting
for
the
correcting me
facts
because I
right.
didn't know.
He's a reporter. He's telling you he's Black. And you still gonna say, oh, I heard he white. Okay, damn what you heard, but this is what the truth is.
And she didn't do no research.
No, she didn't.
And then I never said I haven't listened to the news in a couple of days. Girl, she been Black her whole life. Kamala's almost 50.
Trying to
Right?
be white with a cut off nose.
Oh, you talking about Janet? I love Janet.
What half a
Yeah.
nose?
And see, there's the other,
Oh, yeah.
There's the
What,
stuff.
that's what
The hypocrisy.
D.L. Hughley said. How you gonna sit up there and talk about somebody not being Black while you sitting up there breathing through your white nose?
The hypocrisy of it all, right?
But you know, in the words of Kamala Harris, you know, that's the problem with this country, the division. So you're so worried about my heritage, my color, than what's more important, you know. And then this
Say it.
former president over
girl.
here,
But she did. She was like,
former president over here, you know, all he knows how to do is act like he's in high school and make fun of people. And then he has this thing that's running with him that's just as dumb as he is. And it's more important to them making up stories, as they say they do, you know, that are not true to get people to watch them. But the problem is, I hope and I pray that we find out in November that most of this country has common sense, because there's a bunch of them that's following him that have no common sense when you put it in front of them. I saw one guy on TikTok that goes around and interviews people from the Trump rallies. And one guy actually told him that Barack Obama was the reason for 9/11.
Hello.
I saw that.
I'm like, the man was not even in office, wasn't even considering office. I don't even think it was a swimming. Yeah, he wasn't even a senator at the time.
Was he
So
flying
what
a
are you
plane?
talking about?
Like, what did they say?
And I heard that, according to them, Biden is not even running the country. It's really Obama behind the scenes,
Right.
telling him what
Right.
to do.
No, you're wrong, April. You wrong. Actually, Trump is running the country. He's the president right now.
I heard that one too.
Yeah,
I
he's
heard
the
that.
president right now.
I heard that from the same person in the same sentence. And the guy who was interviewing said, okay, if Trump is the president, how can Obama be running the president? And it stopped the person. They didn't even realize what they said. They've been talking out the side of their neck, champ. You're like, you said this and you said this, but it don't make no sense either way.
One thing
And
that
then
Janet said.
It didn't matter.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying, one thing that Janet said that I believe she's correct about is the chaos that's created, sadly.
I agree.
And part of that chaos is starting now, has already started because of all of this division. I see posts every day, and I was just reading one right before we got on. It was pretty much all Black people in the posts. At least that's what their profile pictures showed. And I mean, there were hundreds of comments. And people just going at it back and forth about whether she's Black, whether she's not, what her daddy is. And I was, and what were people saying? When people were asking, what does it matter? There were several people saying, because she's presenting herself as a Black woman, which means she's a liar. Okay, hold on. That is not what that means. Like, I was just like, and then someone threw back, yeah, but what about Okay, if she is a liar, what about the convicted felon on the other side? Because legally, that is what he is. It's just a nightmare, and I feel like it's
And that's not
dividing. Right, it's
But he
dividing.
lies all the time.
Sadly,
yeah, but those
races,
34 counts ain't a lie.
But he
Yeah.
makes
right.
stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sadly, races are already racial divides, but within the Black race or people of color, period, there is this divide, and that
Yes.
doesn't do anything but weaken that campaign, in my opinion, and that's
It
what's
does. It's
I hope so.
And
But
then
there's still some
no,
ignorant
well, I'm
people.
saying it weakens the Harris Waltz campaign,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
because you're taking people that may have been likely, I would say probably 2/3 of them would have been likely to vote Democrat.
Oh, okay.
But now that you've got this division over nothing,
Right.
it's a strategy. It's a
Right.
strategy.
It
am
is.
I guessing that, and I'm talking about Black men. Okay.
Mhm.
Is
Oh.
it because they don't want to follow a woman? Now I can understand our white counterparts saying that. I don't agree with it. But why are our Black men saying this? Because you come from a mother. You know what a mother has done for you. They nurture you, they care for you, they strengthen you, they guide you. Anything that you want, a Black woman, a Black mother is there for you. They're going to make it happen. So if anything will be any indication that this Black woman is going to do the job, she can do the job as a Black woman. Period. And I'm not saying you should vote for her because she's a Black woman, but don't tear her down because she's a Black woman. That's
right.
all.
But anyway, we'll be
Yeah.
all night on this one, baby.
We would be. I think we got everybody caught up. Y'all think we got everybody caught up? Thank you for tuning in, y'all. We cannot wait for y'all to come and hear the next episode, because we're going to get deep, deep, deep into all of the deep business. We're going to be talking baby oil. We're going to be talking lubricants. It sounds like Uncorked After Dark. So don't miss it. Remember, you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio, all on our social medias. Don't forget to like and share. And until next time.
All that.
Do we have one? We made one.
We forgot.
Wait.
We came up.
Okay.
We was at Film Fest and we said we was going to do it.
Paulette got it.
Hold on.
Okay.
It was on something of hers, right? She had
Yeah,
a mother.
on glass.
It was.
It said something with wine and wine be well.
Well, we know it's
something.
wine.
I got a good one. I got a good one this time. Woo! Based on what we were just talking about too.
Okay.
Wine, because adulting is hard.
Clink, 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 clink.
Got that from my wine bag.
Adulting is hard. Yes.
Yes, I love it.
Thank you for listening to Uncorked N Conversation. This podcast is co-hosted by Linda White, April N. Brown, Paulette Irvy, and Sarita Bostic. It is produced and edited by April N. Brown. The music is by Ben Sound.